So our guest this morning is Irene Logan. You heard from her already as we opened the show this morning. Irene, good morning.
Hi, good morning,
It's
David.
fantastic having you here.
It's fantastic being here.
Now,
Thanks for having me.
I must say that when I saw you at the funeral grounds singing, I was like, wow. No, that was something else.
Thank you.
What were you emotional? How were you feeling as you stood there and
Yeah.
you did that?
First of all, it was such an honor to be able to have such a platform. You know, I grew up watching the late Jerry John Rawlings. I admired him a lot. He played a very significant role in my life. As I said, you know, I was born in Liberia. When I was 7 years old, there was civil war in Liberia, so we moved to Ghana. And at the time, he was the president, and he really influenced Liberians moving to Ghana. And, you know, I just grew up watching this great man, and being called to be able to minister at his funeral was such a big deal for me. So was I emotional? I was very, I don't know if emotional is the word, but I was very
thoughtful.
grateful, and also I felt like I had to channel what we were there for.
Yeah.
So I felt every moment of that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Now, let's go back a bit. Let's talk about, you said you grew up in Liberia.
Yes, I was born in
You
Liberia.
were born in Liberia.
I grew up in Ghana.
And you came to Ghana.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about that transition. How different is Liberia and Ghana? What were some of the things? I know there was war.
Yes.
So it's not really a normal situation.
Yes.
You know, but coming to Ghana, what was the differences between Ghana and Liberia, and how much did you miss it at all? Did you miss
Yes.
being back home?
You know, I was pretty young when I came to Ghana, about 7 years old. So I had not formed, you know, enough to be able to know, you know, so most of my adult life was here. I grew up in Ghana.
Yeah.
However, as a child, moving from one place to the next, I wasn't really clear what was really happening, but I knew that there was a change.
Okay.
And coming to Ghana, there were a lot of things I had to learn and unlearn. You know, I had to learn the language and just to integrate and be part of this beautiful
Into Okatri.
country. Oh, me country pa.
Don't worry.
Ewe cry.
Oh, hello.
Leke.
Please, you're not. Now I'm lost. Okay.
See?
Now, so when did music begin for you? Because I'm sure a lot of people are more curious about that. You know,
Yeah.
when in all this changes, upheavals, moving, and everything else, when did music begin?
Yes. I'm from a very musical family.
Okay.
My mother, who was Liberian, my dad is Ghanaian.
Okay.
My mother was a big singer in Liberia, gospel musician in
Okay.
Liberia. And as young as I was, I used to go with her everywhere to minister. And we used to have family moments around the table, singing songs,
Wow.
all the Negro spirituals.
Okay.
My father plays the piano. So I grew up in music. As to whether I was going to do music professionally, I had no idea. But I was just surrounded by music, and it just came to me naturally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When did you decide that this was your life's path? That you're going to do this?
Yes. Somewhere later along the line, I had done a performance somewhere, and someone came to me and told me that, wow, you just really ministered to me, and you just saved my life. In the moment, I didn't understand
What that meant? Yeah.
But the more I sang, I realized how fulfilling it made me feel. And I realized, you know what, this is my calling. Yeah.
Okay, now when somebody says, you really ministered to me,
Yes.
I'm immediately thinking church.
Yes.
So you were singing
It was at the National Theatre. It was a gospel song called People Need the Lord. I used to sing that song so much when I was a little.
Need
The Lord, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And she looked like a woman who was from the Middle East somewhere. She had on the hijab.
Okay.
you know, and she came to me and told me that, you know, you really ministered to me, you saved my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So moments like that made me realize that this
is something you needed to do.
This is, yeah, in my calling.
Okay. So, having known that, and having been in that musical space, your mother being a gospel musician, and being on gospel platforms and all of that, as a younger person, at what point did you then decide that you wanted to try out Stars of the Future?
Okay. You know, as a young girl, I grew up watching a lot of American Idols, all these singing competitions, and oh my God, I dreamt of one day being on such a stage. So of course, in Ghana, when I heard of the ad, Stars of the Future, oh wow, I can actually be on a stage where I can, you know, display my talent. Why not?
Okay.
You know, so that was it. I just wanted an opportunity. I wanted a stage, really, just to sing, because I love to sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you did that.
Yeah.
But you know, so I remember you the first time. I didn't even watch Stars of the Future, so I didn't see you there. But the first time I heard of you was Irene and Jane. That was the first time I heard of you. Tell us a little bit about the transition from, you know, how'd you get into Irene and Jane, you know, comboed with Stars of the Future, and then after that?
Yeah, you know, after Stars of the Future, which was my introduction to the music scene, I had to work on an album, and I was paired with one of the people that participated in the competition,
Okay.
Jane, and we came together to do an album, and yeah.
So it was just one album?
Yes.
That's all you did?
That was all we did, an album,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Now, post Irene and Jane, and honestly, I'll tell you that a lot of people really felt that it was a huge future, you know, for you. But somehow...
There still is.
There still is? Okay. Well, okay. Maybe we'll have a Irene and Jane 2.0.
No, not Irene and Jane 2.0. Irene Logan.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, what are you working on now?
Well, you know, a lot
Because you've
has
been
happened.
off the music scene for a long time.
Yes. I wouldn't say I've been off the music scene. I would say I've been off the public eye for a while.
Yes.
Deliberately.
Okay.
You know, I started music in my early 20s. I was barely 20 when I started music. And I had a lot of learning to do. You know, the music industry is not for small boys.
No, it is not.
Yes, it's intense.
Yeah.
So, you know, I learned a lot of things, and I realized that I had to do a lot of growth for myself. The truth is, I've never been a person who was looking for fame.
Okay.
I loved music, period.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it can come with fame, you know, and I didn't know how to handle it.
When you say unfortunately, I thought fame can be a good thing.
Well, like I
should
said,
be a good thing.
I was not looking for it.
Okay.
For people who are looking for it, it's good for them.
Okay.
But I wasn't looking for fame.
Okay.
I was never doing music because I wanted fame.
Okay.
I was doing music because I loved to do it and because I knew that it affected people in a positive way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I say unfortunately, I mean for me, because it's not what I was looking for, it came with it, and I wasn't ready for it at all. So as I'm growing, I'm well in my 30s now, I had to reevaluate my life. I want so much for my life, so much more than popularity.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, I took a step back from the public domain, but I mean, I was never off the music scene. I was doing a lot of private appearances here, there.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
And also I took the time to build, I have a company.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Tell
called
us about that.
Tribasa.
Tribasa.
Yes.
Okay.
Tribasa started last year. I launched it last year, November. We are about a year old now. And it's a African-inspired lifestyle fashion brand.
Okay.
Yes, we're currently operating at the Kempinski from the Kempinski Galleria Mall. Yes, so yeah, I've been working on that, plus working on my music, touching lives in my own little way.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about the entrepreneurial journey.
Yes.
did you find it something that came naturally to you?
Yeah. I've always, like I said, I've always wanted more for my life. And I've always been proud of my roots as an African. So when I got the confidence to venture into this field, I knew that it had to be tied with my roots. Did it come easy? No, nothing comes easy. Nothing good comes easy.
Yeah.
And I would say we're still figuring it out. We're still working really hard, but so far it hasn't been bad at all.
Okay, now I'm looking at your top,
Yes.
your jacket.
Yes, I'm wearing one of
This is
our
one of
pieces.
yours?
Yes.
Wow.
We make these kente.
It
We
is
call them
beautiful.
queen mantles. Yes, with the
So they're called
Swarovski
what?
crystal. Queen mantles.
Queen mantles. I
You know,
like that.
Kente is fit for a
I
queen.
like that. I like that a lot.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Wow. So what you said you're getting into this fashion space.
Yes.
It's a fashion brand. What are the kind of things that you have?
Well, okay, so Tribasa started with me designing shoes. I designed these shoes with, it has a painting of an African village inside of the shoes.
Oh.
Yes, so the whole
Okay.
concept is carrying your village with you. I did a
like that.
presentation. Yes, it's very unique. I did a presentation in New York, and we sold out because the concept was so fresh and so
Yeah.
new. So we started expanding to other things. So we
Carry
have a
your
range of
village with you.
products. Yeah, carrying your village with you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we're representing the continent everywhere we go.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
So your range of products you have, so clearly you have.
We have
your
apparel, we
jackets.
have shoes, we have jewelry, we also have wooden artifacts.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a luxury brand, but also very affordable for the quality that we're giving.
Okay. Can I ask you this?
Yes.
How much is one of those?
Oh, what I'm wearing, what I'm wearing now is $250.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Kente there's just something about it, you know.
Fit
and-
for a queen.
Yeah, so you call it queen mantles. I like that.
Queen
Okay,
mantles.
so how are you balancing this entrepreneurial journey that you're now on?
Yes.
And clearly things are working well with it, with your music career? Because like you said earlier, it's not gone anywhere, but you've also sort of taken a step back. Are we going to see Irene Logan on big stages again?
Okay. So I made a decision to respond to a call. I used to do secular music before, and now I do gospel music. I've gotten a lot of questions around that, and people wondering, oh, why are you boxing yourself and why are you saying gospel music? Why are you saying people who
It's
do
almost as if it's
secular
limiting.
to them?
Yes,
Yes. But
yes.
you know, we all have specific paths and we all have specific callings. I've always had that call in my life. It's just something that I kind of ran away from for a very long time. So back to your question, how am I balancing the two? The thing with ministry work is it's priority for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily tied in with what you call popularity.
Yes.
Like,
No, it's not.
so when you say big stages, I don't know what exactly that means, because
Okay,
for me,
so let's say that there are a lot of gospel musicians who are ministers, you know. So we have the Winans, for example. We have Kurt Franklin, for example. You can tell how old I am because of the people I'm mentioning, and all of that. Dietrich
Yeah.
Haddon and all those. They are, I can say they're on large stages because they are very much in the public
I get
eye.
what you mean.
Yeah.
I get
So
what you
that's
mean.
sort of what
Yeah.
I'm referring to.
So I get what you mean, but what I would say is, for me, the biggest stage is the stage where a life could be saved. A life could surrender to Christ. For me, that's the
Your
biggest stage I could
focus
be
is
on.
using your gift to draw people to Jesus.
Yes, exactly. And also allowing God to manifest himself through
Through
me.
you, okay.
Through me. So, and in saying that, when God is manifesting himself through you, you never know where he will
What
take
direction
you.
he will take you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the biggest stage for me is a stage where just one, even if it's just one person,
Yeah.
could give their lives to Christ.
fantastic.
for me. Yes.
Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about giving back and why it's so important for us to give back and important to you.
Yes.
But before we do that, what would you like to drink this morning?
I see you have Sobolo.
Yes.
I was waiting. When are you going to ask?
Yeah. What would you like to drink?
I would have Sobolo.
You have some Sobolo.
Yes.
Okay. So
Thank
let's have
you.
some Sobolo.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So talk to us about giving back and why
Okay.
it's so important to you.
Giving back is so important to me, and it's something I do on a daily basis. People who know me know that it's part of me. Unfortunately, I don't make too much noise about it, especially with my company. We are.
Oops.
Whoa, sorry.
Yeah.
That was a balloon.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's Valentine's season. There's all kinds of surprises. Were you surprised?
No, I was scared.
It's a form of surprise.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
around our shoes, because I volunteered with a group called Doctors in the Gap,
Okay.
and we went to this village island somewhere called Dwarf Island.
Okay, I know Dwarf
It's
Island,
beyond
yeah.
the Afram Plains.
Yes.
Now it's really impoverished, one of the poorest communities in Ghana.
Yeah.
And Doctors in the Gap, what we do is we take medical assistance to the people. We spend 2 weeks in the village with them. And Doctors in the Gap wants to change the community to Hope Island instead of Dwarf Islands. So we're trying to build hospitals and stuff there.
Okay.
So apart from volunteering my time, whilst I was there, the lifestyle of the people in that village inspired my sneaker line.
Okay.
Exactly,
Wow.
yes.
In what way?
Well, the fact that these people have so little, but yet they have so much because they have each other. They are happy. Some of them had not even seen a phone before. You know, they were still laughing. And we have so much, but we complain so much. You know, they inspired me. I left a piece of my heart there. So that was the whole concept of the sneaker line. It was the picture of that village that we recreated and put in the sneaker. So what we're doing right now is we are giving back. Every pair that is bought, a percentage is given back to the village to go towards building the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. When are you hoping to get that all of that done, all of that set up?
We are working on a documentary as I speak. So sometime in the middle of this year, the documentary will come out, and then we would do more promotion and get it out there. Yes.
Fantastic. Irene, thank you so much for sharing
Thank you,
with us.
David.
It's been fantastic.
you.
I love the kente pieces.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that you chose kente because it's in the name. You said Queen Mantles. Yeah, thank you very much for that. That's fantastic. We've been speaking with Irene Logan, and she's been sharing with us a little bit of her story.